Untitled.
It's Untitled, baby.
So-
What happened in this dream? That,
So I've never experienced this before and after. That was the one and done. God gave me that little like gift.
yeah, he gave you the.
I will tell you that
DMT.
was the fucking like as great as that felt. It was the scariest, most real dream I've ever had. So like I said, you snap into a scene, right?
Yeah.
And I'm in a church, like a Catholic church, and I'm running, but I have my brother and sister with me. Like we're running away from something, right?
Oh.
And it's almost like the church was a sanctuary away from what was outside.
Yeah.
So we're in there, and I hear like a knocking on the wall, knocking, boom,
Boom,
like
boom, boom.
loud, and there's this, like in a church where they have either the huge stained glass windows type of thing of like Mary or Joseph or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, it was Our Lady of Guadalupe, but it was a giant painting on the wall, like the altars in front and then the walls behind it,
Yeah.
right? So you can and it was a massive, it was like at the cathedral,
Yeah.
and it had this huge painting, right? And I hear banging on the other side. Let me out. Like Satan, bro. Let me out. Let me out. And
What the hell?
as I approached the painting, I knew how to open it. Like I knew how to I knew that I had to like go against the edge of the painting and go around the frame
Oh, okay.
and open. That's what he wanted me to do. And I was pretending that I could do it, that I was trying to do it, but it wasn't working, but I wasn't really doing it. So I was like, I'm trying. And it was like a dark voice.
At the same time, you were like, I'm doing it, but I don't want to do it.
No, it was backwards. Like I wasn't doing it. I was just pretending that I was to help him, but I wasn't doing it. Right.
Okay.
Because obviously I'm trying to protect my siblings, right? And myself, obviously. So I'm like, fine, letting this dude. I'm like, hell no. So, and like when I say it wasn't like someone's banging,
boom.
I feel like everything's just like shaking around me, right? So he stops, right? And I'm like, okay. So like, there's usually towards the back, there's a side door.
Yeah.
I open it to see like, what the fuck is that? So there's nothing, right? And then I hear banging on the front doors where I just walked through. So I kind of peek, right? Like back. And then I go to the door I just looked out of.
Oh, that's eerie as fuck.
Dude, I see a silhouette. This huge dude, right? When I tell you it's going to be, you might laugh. So it was
joke or not.
It might as well have been. Bro, so I close the door and I freaking go and I run over to the back doors that I ran through initially.
Yeah.
And I go to open the door because he's about to bust it open regardless.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to pretend like, hey, I was trying to let you in that side, bruh. But no, I wasn't, right? So dude, it's fucking Thanos. Like when I say it was Thanos, it wasn't like Thanos hanging Thanos. It was like, holy shit, that guy's huge. Like,
wait, like massive.
like-
you had like a real
dude, I can't even explain. Like, when you watch a movie and they're like, oh, that guy's big. No, like that like the dude's like 20 feet tall. I'm like, oh. Bro grabs me and just throws me across the church. Just throws me. And like, I knock out. And when I say it was lucid, it was like so lucid, right? So I knock out and I wake up. This is the freaky part. That was already freaky, right? Because it was so real. I wake up. All of you guys, like my family, extended family and everything, they're in the pews. Everyone. And I'm on like the side of the church. So I'm like almost.
You're at the altar.
No. That's the middle. I'm like to the very, very side of the church, but I'm still inside. But I'm supposed to be knocked out, quote unquote, dead, right? So I wake up and
Funeral.
no.
Oh, I was like, oh fuck.
Black mass.
Oh my.
Yeah. That's what I'm telling you. Like this shit was crazy. That's how I interpret it. Because you guys, so you guys are all in white in the pews, right? Like every pew is filled because our family's like freaking huge.
Massive.
Anyway, so you guys are all in pews in white, like linked together. Like you guys are like almost like arm in arm or like chain. I can't remember. I think you guys were a little of both, right?
Yeah.
But you guys are in all the pews. Thanos is at the altar doing some kind of sacrifice shit. Like weird black mass. I'm like, what the fuck? But I just know in my head that shit's gonna go down and everyone's dead. Like there's nothing. So I kind of like sit up and I'm like, I gotta like do something, but I'm not like thinking about it. It's just happening, right?
Yeah.
And I know that I'm me. I'm Luis.
Yes.
So what the hell am I gonna do, right?
So you
I'm
decided to.
I just remember like, and it was so lucid, like I can't explain it. It's like I'm here right now. I remember just like how in the Tom Holland Spider-Man, how he like puts the web shooters.
The web shooters on it.
I did that, and it like instantly like I had every ability, I had everything. It
How
was
did that
cool.
feel? Did you feel like did you also feel like physically enhanced? Like you know what I
Yes.
mean? Like you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you
Because
mean.
Whenever you're Spider-Man and you know the comics, you know that he doesn't just feel like a regular person. No, he feels like it's just like this pulse through your body of like strength, and you can do it whatever you want.
Yes, but what was crazy? So like in the Tom Holland, or excuse me, the Tobey Maguire initial fight scene in the school when he sees the punches and they're slow.
yeah.
It wasn't like that. It was fast.
Oh,
And
yeah. Well, you
yes,
just-
but I it wasn't that slow. But I knew what I was like. I felt like I was.
you have combinations.
I felt like I was Spider-Man already for like 20 years, and I knew what I was doing. But it was crazy because I initially put on the web shooters, and it wasn't like I had to think about like, whoa, this is happening. I was locked the fuck in. I was Nick Merckx locked in.
That's so
and
good.
they have like, so I said it was a cathedral, right? Same
Yeah.
church. And there was like these big, like 16 by 16 wood pillars that were holding up the church, right? In like the design on the inside. And it had all the structure on the inside on the top. So I web and I pull my, like, dude, when I tell you it felt so real, I can't even explain it. Like I just web up and I pull myself up and I'm like thinking, okay, I got to do something, right? So I'm like,
Against Thanos.
like, dude,
That is so crazy.
it was, and this church was so massive that I looked down and he was like a normal person. But once I like, cause I like web, like to pull myself and then I just launch myself at him. As I get closer, he's just bigger and bigger. And I'm like, oh my God, what am I like? But I felt like I'm that guy right now. Like, you don't
Yeah.
want to do this. So I like hit him.
Did you get to finish out this dream?
Dude, it was great. Oh yeah.
You got to finish it out?
Oh yeah.
I've never, like, I've always had like a good dream, but I never get to finish it out.
So most of my dreams are like that. And then you try to like reel back and remember, oh, please remember this one, please. And it just starts like going
No,
away,
you
right?
know this, like,
Yeah.
very
Like this is one of the
specifically.
ones that it just retained because it was just so.
Do you try to redream it?
I don't think about it like that. Like when I think about it, I'm fully awake. Does that make sense? In other words,
Yeah.
like when I try to think back on that memory, because I don't see it as a dream, I see it as a memory because it's freaking so real that like
That's nuts.
I don't see it like I'm gonna go back to that when I'm asleep. Like I just think about it when I'm like sitting here right now.
Yeah, you just think like it was an actual moment.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I launch at him, and
I'm so glad I was at that Black Mass.
bro, when I tell you what happens next, I was glad you were there too, because like, so it all happened so fast. When I hit him, I realized how strong I was. Like we went through the church all the way outside and hit a truck. There was a truck driving like outside the church, and we hit the truck and we like went through. It felt like a movie scene. Like I would see it for like a split second, like if I was filming, but then I was there. It was like boom, 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 like everywhere. Like I had like omnipotence. Like I could see everything at
That
once.
is the craziest thing.
That it was almost like God was like, I'm gonna give you full control of what's gonna happen right now. Like it's yours.
But I feel like, so I lucid dream.
Yeah.
So if I don't lucid dream, it's just pitch black.
Oh,
Does
really?
that make sense? So like either I have full control of my dreams, or I don't. It's just pitch black. Have you ever just fell asleep and it's just black and that's it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I feel like because of what I experienced with this dream, it was a different level than
Yeah,
like I
that
don't
sounds a
even
little
even though like
too real.
yeah, even though maybe my other dreams are somewhat lucid, I don't categorize them as
put this
lucid.
as a memory. Like,
Yeah, I
that's
don't
how clear it is to you.
That's what I'm saying. I don't categorize it as lucid because that one was so prominent of being lucid. The other ones are just like, no, that's not lucid. This
is
one was lucid.
So there's levels to lucid.
Yeah. So like subconsciously in my head, as I hit him into the
Truck and
into
all
the
through
truck,
the buildings. And
I already
everything.
know like memory, like I gotta get this gauntlet, I gotta get everything away from this dude and like immobilize him, right? But it's not happening like it's subconscious. It's almost
steps.
muscle memory.
It's like, yeah.
It's muscle memory. So I'm like trying what I can, and this dude's hitting me hard, bro. He's fucking hitting me hard. But I felt like it was like a hit.
Do you just absorb it almost?
Kind of. It was like you felt the initial pain and then boom, it was gone.
Yeah.
Like it was almost like a Wolverine
That's
heal, like
me in
instantly.
all my dreams when I fight.
Dude, it was so fun to fight because I'm not I don't get into situations where I'm very confrontational with somebody because
Yeah. No, you just choose not to. Which
Well,
is
yeah, but
the
people-
best way
I
to
don't-
live your life.
well, I don't think
almost.
people like address me as I need to confront this person.
Yeah.
I just somehow it's not even in the realm.
Yeah, but
Okay,
it's
even
not-
if I
it's
have
not
an
being-
argument, even if I've ever had an argument with somebody, it hasn't escalated to that point.
Yeah.
So
It's not that you're opposed to it, but it's just never reached
So
that.
being in this moment when there was somebody obviously very confrontational and I was able to do that, it was like, fuck yeah, this is sick.
Freeing.
Dude, and I was just laying like
Haymakers on 'em?
haymakers, bro. Like I felt like if this was an actual person, like I'm punching through somebody's head. Like I'm putting everything I can.
Oh, wow.
Because and that's why it was happening so fast, and I was explaining how I had like omnipotence, right, and like
Yeah.
seeing and like knowing everything that was going on, that's why it like escalated in speed of time, as like we went through the building into the truck.
Would it
there was
change?
other truck. No, not like time was speeding, but like
No, but I mean, like, would some moments feel slower than the others, or was it
So-
all pretty consistent?
in the church it was like slow and steady. When I hit him, then on
Everything kind of went fast.
fast, bro, fast. So.
But you're flying through buildings.
Dude, it was crazy. So like as we hit the truck, like I said, like time was faster. So you guys were already out of the church being transported in trucks, like away from us. Yeah, away from me. So it was like, oh shit, you
For
guys are
our
gone.
safety.
No,
Or
no,
is
no.
it
Like,
just like
like if Thanos had quote unquote henchmen and was taking you guys away.
oh,
So I was like, fuck, now I have this shit, right? So I'm hitting him, and like subconsciously, I got the other big three Spider-Man were there to help me.
holy shit!
Like we were like
were you guys
tag
all,
teaming him. See. No, but we were like it was. But then so I had the
Purple
big
little
three.
man gets
It was crazy. Like I had,
webbed on.
I felt like mine was like an original comic, but I didn't feel like I was in a suit of someone else's. I felt like it was just me.
It was you, yeah.
Like I wasn't
was a
paying
natural
attention to
thing.
what I was wearing.
But were they wearing suits?
They were wearing like where I could recognize that's Toby's, that's Tom's, that's Andrew's.
That is the craziest shit, and it's funny because you know the difference.
Oh yeah, so like I know I'm like these guys are here to this is sick, right?
I don't know I know the difference, but I couldn't tell you. Maybe I can now because of watching the, what is it? Fucking, the last Spider-Man movie where all three.
No Way Home.
No Way Home. I was
Yeah.
gonna say To Go Home or some shit like that, but No Way Home. From watching that, I kind of have an understanding of the difference of suits, but
Oh yeah. Oh dude,
you know the difference.
Yeah, prior to that, I knew like off the top of my head,
Yeah.
right? So at that point, I have them to help me kind of do that, and this is where it kind of abruptly ended because it was almost like a successful part on my end, and then I just woke up. Like I was able to immobilize them as
You know
much
what that
as I
means,
could.
right? It's gonna happen again.
That would be crazy.
And I just know that because I've had a lot of you know what's funny? Though the type of dream you're experiencing, I won't say I've experienced that degree because like I said, it's all pretty even on the lucid spectrum, right? Because you're saying like you've had lucid dreams and this is a lot higher.
Right.
This is a different degree of lucid dreaming.
Yeah.
So I understand what you're saying, but at the same time I don't because that sounds crazy.
Dude, it was
Where I get real lucid though is in the dreams that I keep getting back. I won't ask for it. I don't want to like go back. It's always a fucking zombie apocalypse.
Really?
I swear to God, I'm like trying to rescue everyone.
Well, that's why it was like I said, there was levels to it, right? So like the sub lucid dreaming is me being able to think thoughts and making a decision,
Yes.
right? But this lucid dreaming was I'm not thinking into myself.
It's,
like seeing myself
It's
out of
just
body
another day.
and like
It's
thinking and
you-
making a decision. It was like I'm not asleep. I'm here.
Yeah, you're present.
I'm literally present. So as they're helping immobilize him, initially I go to the truck and it's my main family, and then you and Isaiah, like Eli, like the
Yeah.
whole family's together. It's almost like you guys were sectioned in families. It was like
That's
you guys were all together, but you
dark.
guys were all in white, but you guys were like
It's
together.
dark.
So I go to you, right? They all like as soon as I approach, I don't do anything. I approach and you guys are okay and we're good. Like you're not trapped anymore. You're just good. So I was like, I need you. Like I go to you and I'm like, I need you. Like in an instant, we're back with Thanos and we're beating the shit out of him. Like, dude, like it's not even funny. Like this guy, like this dude's gonna be talking in with his therapist. Like what I was talking about before, right? It was, bro, it was crazy.
That's what it was. It was the therapist.
It was the therapist. No, but no, but like we were just. It got to the point where it wasn't like we just wanted to like rip him in half, but it was like this dude has got to like not stand up ever again. This dude's got to be Stephen Hawking with the lower IQ. Like this guy's done, right?
Yeah.
But not for the sake of just putting out rage and like, what are you doing? It was just like a mission.
You got to demobilize.
And like in the middle of it, like I felt like I'd reached a point of success and then I woke up.
That is
So it was almost
crazy.
mid fight, but at the end, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you didn't
'Cause
feel
there's
like you
nothing-
needed to be.
It was over. Like there was
Yeah.
nothing else really that could happen. Maybe an epilogue you could say, but it was over.
You don't want. It wasn't prolonged. It wasn't. It was just like.
And that, like I said, that part was so fast. Like I said, we hit the truck. It was still happening on the truck moving forward as it got hit. That's how I said it was
Wow.
that fast. So like it was still, it got hit from the side and it was still moving forward, kind of like,
Yeah, that's how fast you were going. It was the
Yeah.
Newton's laws were still implemented in your dream.
yeah.
That's the craziest.
It was
thing.
nuts, bro.
That's the craziest thing. Physics existed in your dreams /
Not.
not.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because like, the craziest feeling was like webbing and like pulling yourself into a spot.
That must have been sick.
It was like, I can't even explain
Because
how insane
I'm
it
pretty
was.
sure you also had that feeling. I've always had like, maybe when I was younger, I was like really heavily like, and then I kind of went away from it. But dude, I always had like imaginations of like, how sick would it be webbing, and then like feeling your suit grab the web and you feel the friction and everything, and you're swinging.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know if
For me, it was like I've like, and I think that's what like gravitated into the dream. So like
you already
as a
knew,
kid
like,
into adulthood 3 days ago, it was almost like you web and you like pull yourself up, but it's almost acrobatic to where like you move in a certain way and it's like fluid.
yeah,
That's what was like important to me, like
But
kind
I-
of like that. I
but it
gravitated
was like
the most.
natural almost.
Yeah. So like in the middle of us hitting the truck and all that, like we're fighting, right? But it's not just me like punches. Like I'm that guy. So I'm grabbing. That was the most fun. Was just grabbing something and just using it and just like throwing it like I'm about to throw like 100-mile-an-hour pitch.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, exactly. But with like a fire hydrant and just hitting him. Like it was so fun.
That's an interesting dream. You never told me this.